Greetings, dear friends. Happy Monday. Happy Easter Monday, actually. Did you have a lovely Easter weekend? Spring has certainly arrived. It's really lovely to see. The snow is almost completely gone where I am. So, here we are. We're checking in. Today is Easter Monday and it's also Earth Day. So, happy Earth Day to you also. As we've been doing every Monday for many years, no, year and a half anyway, I'm using my letting go guidance system. And I just invite you to come in. And if you're here with me live, say hi. It'd be lovely to see you here. Or if you're watching the recording, basically what the process is here is that you know how we can sometimes feel like we are not achieving what we would like to, or we're not getting the success that we want to, or we're not getting the traction on what we're trying to do, the projects we want, the goals we've set, the intentions we've set. And sometimes it feels like there's like almost a invisible barrier or something that's holding us back. And so that's what this system is all about, is to help us look at what layer can we focus upon letting go of. And there's lots of different ways to let go of things. It can be as simple as just knowing what it is, just recognizing, oh, I have that propensity, or I have that habit, or I overthink, or I compare, or I compete, things like that. Hey, Randy, how are you? Hope you had a great weekend. Um, so it's sometimes like I said, sometimes it's just knowing that that's what it's there. Other times we need to do a little bit more, like might need to do some kind of forgiveness process, or do some emotion freedom technique tapping exercises, or journaling, or just talking it out. So I'm just saying all that because what I'd like you to do is just to come into this moment with me. Take a nice deep breath. Starting a new week. And as we're doing this, we're just kind of imprinting this energy onto the cards here. And you could maybe put your focus on something where you do feel a little bit stuck, or you're feeling a bit questioning, or you want a wee boost of inspiration or motivation. What can we focus on letting go of in order to help you claim more of who you are? Bring more of your uniqueness into your everyday life and how you show up, because ultimately that's what we're all working towards doing, is figuring out what our uniqueness is, our special piece of the puzzle, if you like, and bring it in. That's your kind of your responsibility, is to figure it out and then share it with everybody, with the world. So let's see what we're going to. This is fun. So I think we've worked on this one before, but this one's something that comes up a fair bit. So what we're going to work on letting go of is the need for control. So see, how does that show up for you? Do you overthink? Do you feel like you have to do everything? You know, the other cool thing about that card is it's 44, which is a master number too. So this is a really big and important piece to, hey, Sonia, nice to see you here too. So we're focusing on letting go of the need for control. So how does that come up? And sometimes, so this could be one where we just witness, just notice, do you feel like you have to do everything? Do you feel like you can't get everything done because it's all about you needing to control or be there? Or maybe you can even be limiting yourself from things because you're not willing to delegate or ask for help, or put things in the right priority. Because I don't know about you, but because I can sometimes do that too, is putting too much priority on something that actually doesn't matter, because I could be doing things in a better use of my time. And so are you going down into rabbit holes and maybe not taking a step back and saying, well, what is in my control? Sometimes we have to surrender to the higher purpose, or the higher power of, I don't know how this is going to work out, but I can only do what I can do. And sometimes we tend to forget that we are actually connected to the whole, and it is not about us always having to do everything. That's just kind of how it's landing for me at the moment. So see, how does that land for you when you start thinking of, I need to let go of the need for control in order to get traction on what I want to do, in order to start moving forward with grace, more grace and ease. That's what we really want here too. So having said that, I'm going to read out what I've got written here too, to see if this jogs anything else that you need to work on too. So sometimes you need to just let life happen the way it's supposed to. You cannot spend your life stressing about things that are outside of your control. And that's kind of what I was just saying about, what can you do? Take a deep breath and relax. Let things play out naturally. Embrace the unknown, as this is where you'll be surprised the most. It can be actually quite exciting. I know it's scary sometimes, but it is quite exciting, I think, anyway. Allow yourself to be whisked into the unforeseen endeavors and embrace the excitement that they bring. Letting go of control is about loosening our grip, allowing ourselves to be supported and trusting that things will turn out as they are meant to. As we practice this and expand our capacity to let go, we'll be able to release and transform a good amount of unnecessary stress, worry, and anxiety from our lives, our work, and our relationships. Surrender is the bottom line of letting go. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up control or not caring. It means trusting and allowing things to be taken care of others. And this is big. This is coming into the trusting piece. This is something that I find a lot with my clients, is that oftentimes it's hard to even just trust ourselves that we will be able to do it, or we will recognize the answers as they come in. So this is a big part too. Taken care of by others, by the process, and by the universal intelligence governing all life. Some people call this God, some people call it source or spirit. I don't get hung up on labels, just whatever is right for you. Some people don't call it anything, but most of us have an experience of it with a capital I at some level. Surrendering is about consciously choosing to trust and to have faith. It is something that can liberate us in a profound way and is all about us choosing to let go. So that's this one. I have a really great sense of excitement about this. This is spring is in the air. This is a great time to let go, to flow, to see what's happening. Like start having a little sense of play. When we let go of need for control, we get to have fun with what we're doing. So how can you be kinder to yourself? How can you let go and trust that everything, even if it doesn't appear to at the outset, everything is happening the exact right way for you? And ultimately, you designed it because you're here. You're here in this life having this experience. So as we're just kind of reflecting on this, we are going to focus on letting go of the needs for control this week. Over the next 7 days, that's what's going to come up, and just watch how it comes up. If you have conversations, if you feel stuck, or just remember, okay, I'm going to surrender this. I'm going to let go. I'm going to see what happens in this unknown. As I'm saying this, I'm just shuffling these Doreen Virtue Angel cards because I like for us to have 3 of these cards. Draw 3 cards just to give us a wee bit more support on this letting go of the need for control. Sometimes something just landed for me as I'm thinking that is that sometimes the need for control is really wrapped up in our identity. So perhaps as you're thinking this, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, who am I if I'm not in control of this situation? Oh, this is beautiful. You know that I love how it comes up for these. So the first one is focus. So when we let go of the need for control, you can ask yourself, what is it I actually need to do in this situation, or with this intention, or with this situation? And focus on what is right for you to do, rather than allowing yourself to get carried off with worrisome thoughts, which is kind of what need for control will actually bring about. Is because if I have to be in control of everything, then I'm going to, have all these boxes that I want to tick off before I can even get out of my chair and do something. So focus on what it is. What's your mission? What's your passion? What lights you up? What brings you joy? What makes you feel completely in alignment with what you're here to bring into this life? So focus. And then, how we talked about this trust. So when we can really get into the idea that we are supported beyond any kind of measure that we could think of. So sometimes when we're feeling like we have to control, we're forgetting that we have angels, guides. We are part of the all. We have energetic support. We have support in our community and around us too, that we often don't even allow ourselves to feel into. So remember, focus on what you can do. Lean into the support you have, both on this physical realm as well as in the ethers and the energetic. And guess what that brings you? Is freedom. freedom to actually claim and be the beautiful, brilliant inspiration that you truly are. So this, like I say, I hope you can feel with me the excitement of this idea of letting go of the need for control will actually allow you to play bigger and play. Make it more play instead of I have to do this or I should do this or what will people think if I don't, if I appear to not have everything under control. It's all okay. Just be with where you are at. And I wish you an amazing week. And I'll be checking with you next week. So if there's any questions, if anything does come up about this idea of letting go of control and you need a wee bit of help or you need some suggestion or just bouncing some ideas, post in the comments below or send me a direct message and we can unpack this, because this one's important. This one's a big piece of when we can let that go and lean into the love, the trust that the universe has got your back. That's why you are in this situation. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Much love.